Hi everyone, I'm Amy and this is Hudson Valley Knits. Thanks for joining me. Today is Saturday, November 23rd. Is it the 23rd? I think so. Thanks for joining me I'm down by the river today. This is like Steamboat Dock. It's right down the street from where I live. And even though it's a little cold today, it's just so nice out. So, and I wanted to get this in outside because it's not going to be doable much longer. And it's around 4 o'clock and the sun is going to set at 4:30 and I have a lot to show you. So, let's see. Let me start with, get my show notes up. What have I got for you today? I got some news for you today. Some works in progress, some finished objects. I have some new stash to show you. I have some new stuff in the queue. And I also have, if I have time, a mini review, but it depends on when the sun goes down, which is going to be like right behind me. So news, I'm on iTunes. So I'm definitely on iTunes and I need you guys to subscribe to me. If you would, I would be so grateful. And the stars and the reviews, I'm asking shamelessly for all the help I can get. So please, it costs money to be on iTunes now that Blip doesn't host podcasts. So, you know, I really, if I can get some followers, this is all worth it for me. So please check me out on iTunes. And I'm still on YouTube in Memers66 on YouTube. I am Memers on Ravelry, and I am Memers66 on Twitter and Instagram, but mostly Instagram. Really, Twitter, it just kind of, co-posts there. Oh, and I have some playful, friendly dogs coming. I hope they don't knock over my phone. Anyway, so that's, I'm on iTunes. I also have my Ravelry group, Hudson Valley Knits on Ravelry, so please join me there. I have, when I reach 100 people, I will have a pattern giveaway, $10 or less, on me. And I will also be, or I am doing a gift along, knit along. So you can post any gift that you're giving this holiday season, and if you've already knit something for Hanukkah, please feel free to post it in the finished object thread, shown with the person you gifted it to. So that's my knit along, gift along, and there is a prize for that, and I did bring it here to show you. So let me show you. It's gorgeous. It's indigo traveler. Dragonfly, I always say indigo. It's dragonfly fibers, and it is Traveler, 100% superwash merino, 280 yards, and Starry Night colorway. And isn't it gorgeous? And I'm telling you, oh my gosh, this light is perfect. Look at the gorgeous colors in here. This is really good. Oh my gosh, don't get better than this. So this is, I got 2 skeins in the bulky weight. I'm going to knit some hats with. So please join and spread the word, because I only have 1 picture up there so far. And I just would love for everybody to have a chance to win it. Let's see what else. So you feel free to combine that with any other knit-alongs going on. And I know there are some other gifty knit-alongs going on, and I'm starting to shiver. But, oh, did you notice my Icelandic sweater? So I am wearing a sweater I made with Lopi wool, and let me see, it is, the pattern doesn't really have a name. It's design, it is on Ravelry, and it's under the name Design 9 and 19. It's in the show notes, and it's on my project page too, with a link to it. And it's by Katrine, and I don't know how to pronounce this last name, but it's Andres de Tier, I think. But it'll be in the show notes, and it is on my project page. So it is super duper warm. I made this with Lopi years ago. It's quick. It's a pain in the yoke because you hold some things double, some colors double. So and plus you're stranding, and it was a pain in the ass. But it's quick because it's so bulky. All right. So let's get going. Is there any other? Oh, it's kind of exciting, and I'll post some pictures on the blog. So check out the blog at hudsonvalleyknits.com. Laura Nelkin came to our knitting guild meeting, and she was so awesomely nice. She signed my Rhinebeck sweater book, and she's just awesome. What a really, really nice woman. So very friendly and approachable, and I bought a ton of stuff from her. So I'll show you that. I brought it here. All right, so that is it with the chit-chat news, kind of knitting news, chit-chat stuff. Okay, so the works in progress. Let's go through this. So I started, I got in trade a skein of Plucky, I think it's Traveler? No, Plucky, what kind of, did I write it down? I hope so. Oh, I didn't. I started to type it and I forgot to finish it. I will put it in the show notes. It's Plucky yarn, Plucky knitter yarn. It's the colorway Hunter's Safety, and it's being made for a hunter. This is a going to be a hunting hat from my brother-in-law Tim for Christmas. So he didn't want it fancy. He wanted it plain. I'm making it ribbed so it hugs his head nice and keeps him warm. And I'm making it long so he can fold it up as much as he wants, or pull it down, whatever he wants to do. And this should be done by Thanksgiving. It's kind of a Christmas present, but I'm torn. It's like hunting season now, and I don't know, should I give it to him or not? I don't know. I should save it for Christmas. That's a big problem I have. Oh, the sun's starting to go down. Oh, can you see the sunset? Isn't it gorgeous? All right. So I have also my herbaceous socks. Not much progress there. I decided to do an extra repeat, another repeat to make them extra long, and I should have enough yarn. Here it is. But so I'm still on the first sock, and like I said, I'm doing an extra repeat to make them longer because I decided, since they don't fit my friend Mary Jean, I'm probably going to give them to my mom for Christmas, which means I really got to step it up. But I can do it. I just really got to devote it. And finally, as you guys know, I've been working on a pattern of my own, a shawl pattern. And I've been trying to write it up, and it's been a bit of a struggle for me to determine the right amount of yardage and yarn that you'll need. And so what I did is I actually talked to Laura Nelkin when she was at our knitting guild meeting, and she gave me some great tips about when she's designing how she comes up with the usage. And she basically told me she keeps a spreadsheet, and she weighs and tracks the number of stitches and weighs her yarn before and after every row, and that's how she does it. So, and she also told me you can't be afraid to rip back. So I did. I ripped back because, and I'll explain to you why. So, and actually it's on 2 number 1 needles. I don't use string when I do lifelines. I use needles, but I don't use lifelines. I rip back and then I put it on the needles. But since it was, and I put it on 2 needles, because if you try and squish it on one, that's when you start losing stitches. You need to keep it nice and relaxed and loose. But you can see the pattern here because I can stretch it out, and how gorgeous it's going to be, and why I'm calling it Against the Current, and how appropriate down here by the So I ripped it back to the main body pattern, stitch pattern, and I'm going to do another repeat. And I'm going to start the spreadsheet, and I'm going to start weighing my yarn. I actually bought a scale off of Amazon that weighs to the 10th of a gram accuracy. And I'm going to get this right because I want to have a 1 skein and a 2 skein version of the pattern. So you can decide how big, because I like big shawls, but a lot of people, they just want to get rid of a skein of a fingering weight yarn. So, I wanted 2 options. So I'm working on it, and it's taking longer than I had hoped, but I want it to be perfect. And so as soon as I can finish this, I'll be sending it off to Eleanor, my tech editor, who I use for my other pattern, my one and only pattern that I have up on my store. And then I'll be asking people to test knit. So on to finished objects, which I am wearing. This is the Woolly Worm Head Mystery Knit-Along hat. Get up close. I love it. I love the color. I love the style. I love the bind off at the top. Oh, look at my hair. Oh dear, I should have left that on. But it came out awesome, and I love this yarn. Spirit Trail Fiberworks has gorgeous yarns, and they are such beautiful colors. And I'm putting this back on because I'm a mad wreck. So sorry. You can look at it on my project page because it ain't coming off again. I learned my lesson. Yeah, so this is my one and only finished object, right? I don't have another one, do I? Oh, yeah, so I did do, I'm in Lauren Elkin's Ravelry group. She's doing a gift swap, and I finished my piece for my gift swapper, and I'm not going to show you. I'm going to take pictures, and then I'm going to mail it out to her, and then when I know she has it, then I'll show you some pictures, and maybe she'll send me a picture of herself with it on. But it's top secret, so I can't show you. It's not on my project page. It's not anywhere, not even on Instagram. So, and I don't think she's on Instagram. So now for the fun stuff. Let me get my other stuff out of the way. I got bought some purchases from Lauren Elkin when she was at our Ravelry group, like I said. And let me show you what I got. I got the Cambio kit. So this is with, it's designed by Laura, but she uses Jill Draper Make Stuff yarn. And there's another yarn in here though. So here's from Jill Draper, and it's the flame one. Oh, I'm sorry. There it is. It's gorgeous. And then the other yarn, which is like a mustardy gold, which I love. Materials included in kit. Freya ombre lace. Oh, okay, forgive me. This is the Freya ombre lace. Forgive me. This is the Jill Draper Make Stuff. Alright, and that comes with the kit. The needle's mine. It's a 16-inch, I think it's size 3. Anyway. Basketball player. People are walking their dogs all around me. So I got this. This would be a Christmas gift for my sister Kim, who I'm pretty sure isn't going to watch this. So I also got, and on this I'm going to make for my mom for, I don't know, for Christmas, but her birthday's January 7th, so it could be for her birthday. It's the Cheerio necklace, and I got it in the colorway Velvet. You see that? Oh, sorry. Hold on. You know what? No, I'm not taking it out. Not down by the river. God forbid I lose something, but you can see some of the gorgeous colors. But I believe it's the color that's in the picture, Velvet. And then I couldn't make up my mind. I don't know why. Later I regretted it, I have to say. I thought it was kind of silly, but I got 2 kits for the ribbon. I love it that it can be a necklace, a bracelet. I got it in ruby and silver. I love both the colors, and I love the pattern. And what I love about her kits is, you get just what you need. I don't have to go and count out beads or find a color that works. She's just got it all put together to me, and to me it's worth it. It's just so worth it. Now I did get a book, and we're only 15 minutes in, so I'll probably have a chance to show you. All right, let me go to New to the Queue. I have added to my queue a hat that just got put out by Rosemary Hill called the Fairy. Hold on, let me go to my internet's a little slow down here. I have Optimum hotspot stuff, but Q. Just came out last night. Fairy Snowcap hat by Rosemary Hill. It's gorgeous. So Rosemary Hill is doing this with Valley Yarns, which is Webb's yarn store has their Valley Yarns, and Kathy from Valley Yarns sent her a box of miscellaneous skeins of their yarns and said, make a design with them. So she is coming up with designs for each of these skeins. Some she will combine to one design, and some she'll just use the one skein for a design by itself. And this is the first one. It was $10, but now it's up to $15, but I still think it's worth it because you know what? These patterns are how you're going to get rid of all those miscellaneous skeins in your stash. And this is the miscellaneous skein that I'm going to make mine with. It's from Six Pack a Farm, which is a local farm in Bosrog, Connecticut. They came to our Knitting Guild meeting once. There's the number on the bottom. And this is, it's 100% alpaca. It's labeled YBY. I don't know if that's the yarn name, but it's Sapphire Super Royal. 3.5 ounces. It's 152 yards, which should be just the right amount. It's a gorgeous blue. And I'm going to make it for my sister Lisa for Christmas. And Lisa is like the hunting hat. That's her husband. So my sister Lisa and her husband will both get a hat. And that's what's new to the queue. I also, wait a minute, did I have something else? I think I had put something else in. Well, I have the cowl that I'm making for Kim for her birthday. Lauren Elkins cameo cowl. I forgot to mention one last thing that I bought. I got a new project bag from Joanna. Joanna is from the podcast, is it Knit Spin Farm? She has an Etsy shop. I should have brought her card. I didn't bring her card. It came with a lovely note and her business card, but look at the I love the fabric. So, like, let me just say something, like, let me just show you, like, here's some of my knitting bags. There's another knitting bag. Notice they don't have, like, I don't want to say cartoony. I don't tend to go for as much of the comical. I'm not finding the right word, but you know what I mean. Like they got like pictures on them, like the Doctor Who bags. This one is probably as much as I get, or and I have some like this, but I tend to go for bags that have fabric patterns on them. That's just what I like. This scene though I love, and it's extremely well made. It's a nice cotton. It's beautiful, matching fabric it's lined with. It's pretty simple inside. It's large enough for it's large enough for a shawl, or one or two, I'd say 2 skeins. And it's got the drawstrings are made with the fabric. So I really love it. Oh, and it's Joanna from Knit Spin Farm podcast. Here comes a beautiful dog. Anyway, so that's about all I have to show you. Now let me... This is a dog. He wants to check me out. He's dying of curiosity. I got a new book. So, a lot of times us ladies, we go to Barnes & Noble for our knitting meetup group. And I've kind of sworn off of books that are patterns, but I saw this one. And every week we'd go there and I'd pull the book off the shelf and I'd look at it and I'd be like totally in awe. And my friend Sandy would be like, get it. And I'm like, no, I have so many patterns. I'll never knit them all. It just would be wrong and yada yada. But I ended up, when I ordered I told you I bought a new scale. I ended up buying the book, throwing it in the cart. It was just $15 on Amazon. And it is Op Art Socks by Stephanie Vanderlinden. These socks are really amazing, and I did tag a couple of socks that are more than one color, Although those probably be the last ones I do. I knit a pair of socks once, actually when I was pretty new to sock knitting, that were stranded, and they tend to not have any stretchiness to them. So I kind of gear away towards those. But here are, first of all, she starts off in the introduction, she gives some really good tips on how to follow her charts and knitting inside out. So when you do knit colorwork socks, a good way to make sure they have enough give is to knit them inside out so that the floats are stretched out a little more. I would recommend that too, but I don't like to knit that way because I like to see the pattern. I like it on the outside, and part of that is just to show off, like if I'm knitting in public. But I also don't tend to pucker when I strand it, when I color knit. I don't have a puckering problem, so my strands are pretty good. It's just the lack of stretchiness. But I still may knit a couple of these because they're just so beautiful. Here's Nectar. Is it Nectar? No, Necker. 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 They're all based on abstract art. Let me actually show you the intro page. That's what I'll do. So in the front, in black and white, she shows you all the patterns that she's using in her socks. So these must have been like little samples she knit up. Just little swatches. Aren't they gorgeous? What an incredible genius. So, yeah, that's like all of them. But some she made color work. Like I would definitely do them in more contrasting colors. But I love how it's like it fools you. Here's a side view, and really you kind of look, you feel like you're tripping out. All right, so that was one that and I'm not sure if I'll do that. I might do that, but here's another one that is more than one color. She did gray and black, but look at how she was able to continue her pattern between the two socks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. And so like sizing on this, gauge on this has to be perfect. This is not a beginner book, by the way. You have to be really comfortable knitting socks. You have to have a good idea of your gauge already. But geez, these are gorgeous. So here is, I think, my favorite pair. And it's kind of stripy with slip stitches. And I just picture this with like black or gray in the background, and either a self-striping yarn or even like an extremely variegated color as the background with a solid color in the foreground. That will look great, and it's a great way to get rid of your sock yarn that's extremely variegated. And that's the pattern Ludwig. That's my favorite. That'll be my first pair from this book. This one I don't know if I do, but I love the color she used. And this is Yaakov. I can't even pronounce it. Yaacov. But those are gorgeous. And let me find a picture of the bottom of the foot. She does the gussets under the foot. Maybe I'll probably clip that out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But anyway, you can see the way she did the heel. You probably can't make the sock from that one chart anyway, but I'll take it out. Okay, and then this one, which she says she does with increases and decreases. I love that. And I have some great sock yarn for that. And that one is Gunter. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And then in the back, she has like a basic glossary, but it's, I mean, if you're going to knit these socks, you know all that. So I don't know why she put it in there. Here's another one that I liked a lot. It's called Symmetry. So I did check out the patterns and read through a couple of them. I feel they're very well written. But again, it's definitely not for beginners. You have to be really good at knitting socks to tackle one from this, at least the ones I checked out. But it looks like it would be a lot of fun, and it's definitely something. They're patterns that you have to really kind of pay attention to. Some you could probably memorize, but most of them they're pretty intricate. So that's about it. Keeping it quick. We're at 25 minutes, so it's basically, you can see the sun has gone down a bit behind the mountains there, and there's the ducks going by. I love it down here in the sunset, and it goes down behind the mountains at Stony Point over there. I'll tell you a story about Stony Point. When I was in high school, I was on the swim team, and I was a really good swimmer. And I had an older brother, stepbrother, Vinny, who dared me to swim across the river. And I told him I could definitely swim across the river. And this is where I swam across. I swam from here to Stony Point. I think it's about a mile. But the thing that we didn't realize was that it's extremely, extremely dangerous to swim across the Hudson River. The undertows could suck you down and kill you like that. And we just didn't know better. He actually was in a boat, and he was following me the whole time. In case I got tired, I could grab the boat, and I think a couple of times I did kind of grab the edge of the canoe and rest. But it was an extremely stupid thing we did, and my parents did find out, and we got in a lot of trouble. Actually, Vinny got in a lot of trouble because they felt he should have known better because he was a lot older than me. But anyway, that's my little river story. Those were the days when I was young. So anyway, I leave you with this beautiful sunset. I thank you for joining me, and I will try to record something next weekend. I'll be upstate at my mother's house, so you'll be able to see the Delaware River in upstate New York. She lives actually not along the Delaware River itself, but one of the kind of like one of the rivers that leads into the Delaware, but she's right at the gap there on the Pennsylvania border in upstate New York, and her property is right on the water, and it's gorgeous up there. It will be extremely cold, so I probably won't be outside, but both her and my sister Lisa live up there, right on the same, right across the river from each other. And that's where I'll be spending the holiday. So I wish you all in the United States, I wish you all a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving. I hope your families are safe and well. To those of you affected by all the tornadoes out in the Midwest, Indiana, my heart goes out to you and your family. And I hope that the community's coming together, that you all together can spend a holiday together as one big communal family, and that you get a bit of joy and peace during this tough time. So that's what I wish for you. And I will count my blessings that I'm safe and sound here with my family. So take care, guys. Ciao, ciao for now.